About 2,400 years ago, Plato, in his dialogue on the laws, had a person he called the Athenian stranger make the statement that the good legislator will order war for the sake of peace. Scholars have debated whether the Athenian stranger was Plato himself or Socrates. But the fact is, there was no Athenian stranger. It's a small town. Everybody knew everybody. No one wanted to take the responsibility for saying what was clearly public policy of Athens. And probably nearly every other government since then, certainly ours since 1776. You make war for the sake of peace. Nearly 40 years ago, after Catonsville, where draft records of young African Americans, primarily poor, in their late teens, were burned, Dan wrote, and unlike our MC, I never quote Dan, I read what he said because I don't want to get it wrong. He said, "Our apologies, good friends, for the fracture of good order, the burning of paper instead of children. The time is past when obedience can segregate righteous people from public risk. We all have to stand up," he said. But you look around today, and the United States spends more on militarism than all other nations combined. The Trident II and other nuclear weapon systems, we were reminded just last week, have the current capacity at all times to hit any point on Earth with a nuclear warhead within 1 hour after the order for release is given. What utter madness. That is sentencing in the King of Prussia case. It's been about 20 years ago, I guess. Can't really count right now. Dan is standing before a judge that has absolutely no understanding. Pitiful. The case you'll recall was the General Electric plant that manufactured the re-entry nose cone for the Mark 12A missile and a nuclear warhead. And Dan and others went in there and disabled that cone so you couldn't use it. And he told the judge, "I could not do it." We have, I think, lots of things to do. And we may not speak if we don't move fast. To me, the greatest challenges that we have are twofold, and without them, we'll never change what needs to be changed. First, we have to reduce the defense budget by 50% within the next 5 or 6 years. Cut it back. We can cut it out. There'll be no possibility of peace in the United States unless we do that, and until we do that. We can't spend all that money on arms and not use them. We ought to send all that money for poor people everywhere. Food, in aid, help the helpless. Wouldn't be too bad an idea to think it's better to make friends than make enemies. But that's totally foreign to our foreign policy. And the other thing we have to do, because there's been not that much difference in all of our leadership, we have to remove a government that commits these high crimes and misdemeanors from office. Make sure to do the same things we do. due the inspiration of Daniel Berrigan, who lives the steadfastness of a saint. Thank you.